Welcome back, YouTube. Welcome to another the video. If you want to learn trading, why don't you come and learn from Siri? So today, I'm doing it before market hours. I know I said I was only going to do after hours for these streams or these recordings, whatever it is. Um, so here we have NASDAQ, and we traded into that consequent encouragement Tuesday, created high of the week most likely. I said that I wanted to see this stay open a little bit, so it's going to be a breakaway gap for me. So I'm inclined to see price go lower now. Um, I'm not going to really try to marry the idea that it has to go above Tuesday's high, as I said in the live or recording. So I think that price most likely is going to just dip lower into this range we created and possibly out to Monday's low. And then if we can get this here for the next couple of weeks or days, whatever, that would be lovely as well. So I'm gonna play with the idea of shorts. If I go out to the 1 hour, you can see how the consequent encouragement played out beautifully. And like I said, here we have, I'm gonna show you guys how I put these levels here. So if I'm looking at it from a perspective of a bookmaking fractal, here we have accumulation. Here's accumulation. Here's our failure swing. So failure swings house liquidity, opposing liquidity run. This is the opposing liquidity run. Um, Man, what does it say about this? This means that accumulation, failure swing, opposing liquidity run. This is our bookmaking fractal. And then price goes lower. We already took out the opposing liquidity, and now we're just trying to find a way to get in. So how do I engage in this? That's the main question. Like what fractal, not fractal, what PD array is suitable for me in this situation? What do I select? So first things first, overnight session is going to help us with that because overnight session will let us know or let us see how much points is realistic for price to go up. And that's just over experience, which you will glean from that. But besides the point, if I'm looking at this for what it is, I can submit to the highest up close candle within this range because price is already taking the opposing liquidity run. Everything in the accumulation phase to me is true price action. Everything else is just manipulation. So if we have that idea in mind, this is all zoom model perspective. I can use the reclaimed order block or anything in the reclaimed leg, and this is the leg that would be reclaimed here. Notice the difference in price action. We have these three clear down candles with this one up candle. Price action in here is extremely clear. Ooh, that rhymed. Price action in here is really clear. Guys, we can make a song with that. Anyways, um, opposing liquidity run taken here, consequent encouragement tapped. So I'm just focused. I'm just focused on this. Focused on this right here. We have this high up close candle here, so I can put out this opening price. But then, wait a minute, large order block. So what does that mean? We can use the 50% of this candle to help us to help us be more precise. And we're looking at something like that. So now I can shift this line and my focus to everything above 50% of this order block. So I can delete this now. So this is 50% of this order block. And then my question is, sorry about that. My question is, if now my focus is above 50%, what is above 50% that I can look for? So we have liquidity here and this down leg here. So notice how this is a lower high, like this internal liquidity. This is a lower high. This is lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. This is the last stop on here, but it's very minimal. But we still have liquidity above this point. So if I'm going to be a liquidity engineer and look for liquidity in order for me to pair my orders, I would want to pair my orders with liquidity or where there is liquidity. And so, like I said, 50% liquidity above, this becomes the internal liquidity that we look for. And then price could even come up as even high as this failure swing here, but this is external. This right here is external because this is outside of the range. Wait, but hold on. What do you mean it's outside the range? This is not the highest high. It's not. But look at the bodies. The bodies are here. The liquidity is here. This right here is outside of the bodies. This is external. So the real volume is within the bodies, not in the wicks. So we have to make sure that we know that. So I'm looking for a price to come up here. And then, of course, if you know where the liquidity is at, you know where fair value is at. So if you know where fair value is at, you know where your order blocks are going to form. So you got your order block there, changing the save delivery retracement into that. Good stuff. So right now it's not extremely clear. I'm waiting for more information. So this is what we're waiting for. Um, Internal liquidity. We can make this 14. And does any of this have to happen? No, doesn't. So keep that in mind as well. But the failure swing right now houses liquidity, and then below the failure swing, there is a fair value gap. Um, so price can come down into this, and then we have this failure swing right here, and then Monday's low. So low hanging fruit, gun in my head, right here. This is the draw on liquidity for me. So I would put draw on liquidity. And then um, we have the news today at 10. Fed Chair Powell speaks at 4:35. 4:35. This to me, I'm not gonna be on the charts at 4:35 p.m. So um, I might be on the charts to do my recording for the afternoon on day 3, part 2. Let's see if we can have a day 3, part 2. But I might be on for that. So who knows? Um, is there anything else that I have to be cognizant of? I don't think so. I think that's literally it. And then, like I said, we're just gonna wait for overnight session to be finished forming. Currently, right now, it is overnight session. Um, it stops at 8 o'clock in the morning. Failure swing here. So, can we get an opportunity where price dies 200 points today? We will see. We will see. I don't think, due to the fact that we don't have crazy news today, I don't think that can possibly be possible. 10 a.m. new home sales tend to have little movement, but Thursday, this is where the madness is going to come. There's going to be elevated risk during Thursday. A lot of news. So, my suggestion to you would be wait till all this passes and then try to trade. I like the idea of trading Wednesday today because of the lack of extreme volatility or elevated risks. So, I like that idea. Core PCE, of course, is going to have a lot of movement on Friday, preferably one sided movement. And this is a time where I would suggest that if you weren't already in a position, try not to trade as much. And if you already are in a position, just make sure that it's not close to this opening time here. Like as far as your trading entry, if your trading entry is a one shot, one kill, and you're at the high of the week, and we're already in discount price of the week, there's no reason for you to try to close your position, or I would say you shouldn't. If anything, just take risk off the table. That's all you should do. Um, but yeah, this is what I want to see. Let's see how realistic this analysis is. I would say that Thursday gets below this, maybe. Wednesday doing it all in one shot. I don't know. And then we also have to look at the probabilities of 60 points delivering up to buy side. That could happen. This is more realistic than them doing 250 points. So I always have to keep that realistic approach. Um, how realistic is it for them to run up above this high? Not so likely. So I'm not really looking for that. And then if we guys want to see price go a little bit, if we see price go above this, we can point out to this failure swing here, mixed with this rejection block all the way over here. So let me just write it down, guys. Like I said, um, I just decided to do this because today is like the day where we take action, um, with executions and things of that nature. So I would possibly like to see them do this, and it would be cool to have it uploaded. You know, hey, we called this out, and then we are gonna review this in the afternoon, and then whatever pans out, pans out. Of course, I'm not perfect, but yeah. This is your rejection block. So if price goes up here, order blocks gonna form here, changing the state of delivery and lower prices. That's what we want to see for today. And then if I go down to the 5 minute, we'll see overnight session is here. So, like I said, we're still waiting for this thing to close. We still have till 8 o'clock. And this thing could decide to just have a large overnight session and then we open up here. And this play is very realistic. Or it could just be around this area and then we'll have to see what price does during New York session after 8 o'clock. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. And I'll add this to the video later, or in fact, let me upload it pre-market analysis 365 days. Thank you guys for watching. Just remember that God is good all the time. I'll see you later during the afternoon. Peace.